let's start off with the first question on the thread.
HideoutHeretics.net.
On HideoutHeretics.net. Did you get a behind-the-scenes job as well, or are you just part of the morning team?
Oh, go ahead.
It seems like a step down career-wise from being a PD, host, and co-hosting duties. Although immediately I've heard very little audio of the Giant Brian Show and don't know what kind of numbers they get. This could be a move down, though. Is it?
No, not at all.
Because I've actually heard that from some people, and you know.
Well, those people don't know what my life is like.
And I was about to agree with you. When you maybe in title it's a step down, but in honestly station size and where you want your career to go, it's a step up.
If you want to be a radio geek about it, you're going from Market 19 to Market 9.
Mm-hmm.
You're joining a morning show on I think the best station in Atlanta, like no joke. I think Project 961 is a badass rock station.
We fell in love with the station first day.
In a great city. Again with friends. Again, I'm leaving being a program director.
That's the only step down is title, and that's not really where.
Well, people wonder because I've had my name, like I've been the lead on every show that I've ever done. But even Dubs, that's not the truth. When you and I worked together from the very beginning, it was the two of us hanging out on Jefe's show, The Skank Shift.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care about that. I just want to create fun, memorable radio. I'll be a PD and a AM talk show host in
Here's the
20
second
years.
question on HideoutHeretics.net. My move thread. Is there a chance you will bring J-Dubs with you and
Never.
bring the Hideout to Project 961?
No, it's the Giant Show. My favorite show on the radio ever.
No Dubs ever?
Of course we want to bring Dubs with us. I mean,
Do I have to be a Justin I. Johnson?
You got to go back to being your old name, Justin I. Johnson. If we could bring the Satchel Patch too, of course I want to, but that's not up to me. But see, that's the thing. The business is so small. We work with Giant Brian together through Ron and Fez in D.C. You and I, 8 years ago, I haven't worked with Jefe in 7 years. That's how you and I hooked up.
Mm-hmm.
I have no doubt at some point you and I, Dubs, are going to be working together again. Who knows, with all of us working together. So.
Is the name Drosilva being retired?
Not at all. In fact, that's my new legal name. It's a great name, Drosilva. Made shockwaves throughout the industry. Glenn Beck had it running through his nightmares in the Tampa Bay market. People will always remember Drosilva.
You didn't even remember it.
Whatever. Doesn't matter.
What's the most, and this is my own question, what's the most exciting thing personally about moving from Tampa Bay, Florida, to Atlanta, Georgia?
You hit it right on the head. Florida.
Mm.
I actually love Tampa Bay. That's no joke.
And here's some things I hear about both Tampa Bay and Atlanta. It's an oasis in a pit of shit.
Yeah,
basically.
I've heard that too.
Georgia sucks mostly, except for Atlanta.
I've driven through it. It was nice.
Atlanta's always been called a really cool city.
It's a big city. When I was up there, it was like a mixture of my two favorite cities, DC and Dallas. It had a Dallas feel because it's so big, and with 285 is the same as the belt line and the Beltway, but Beltline in Dallas. But then they have a metro. It's fantastic. What else do the Heretics have to say? I know they all hate me.
Was there any other choice to shop the Hideout around?
Absolutely.
Or was JFK the only interest?
Well, JFK certainly was the main interest. There had been other people that had approached us and asked for stuff. But the other thing too is that the climate right now for what we do, it's not very good. With all the free FMs that went down and the changing, but eventually it'll come back. That's what's kind of cool about Project 961 and Chris Williams is that the kind of radio we have done with everything that I've learned going with those boys, you can do that. Jefe kind of said it best. He's like, the Skank Shift, the Hideout is a first cousin to the Skank Shift, which is true, completely true. And the Giant Show is a first cousin to the Hideout and the Skank Shift. I mean, they're all kind of similar in their show. I just want, I want to have fun and do that and be successful.
On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being a lot and 10 being a lot, how much does Dubs hate you for leaving him for a poor man's Fred Rogers impersonator?
All right, I saw this. This is from Nameless.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Nameless, for everything you've done. Dubs hates me, but that's not why. Dubs hates me because he doesn't know it, but I've kicked his dog about 10 times.
I know you have.
No, Dubs loves Brian too. It's not, you don't hate me for that.
Not at all. How long until the Giant Show gets canceled, but PD is a friend enough to let you guys do Sunday mornings?
It could be sooner than we think.
Alright. Any chance you'll rethink this after getting home tonight, go through my archives, and post on Ron and Fez reviewing the debut of the Giant Show on WJFK circa 2005?
The Giant Show in 2005 was brilliant. You've got the Giant's ear, speak. I love it. Seriously. Now, I do at some point, because I'm going to have a lot more time on my hands, want to go back and listen to all of the Hideout shows. It'd be great if Tommy Bateman would give me the discs that are our material. That would be fantastic. Why he holds on to that, I don't know. It'd be great if I got my materials from him. Maybe now that we're employed by the same people, Clear Channel, and I can send an email, because I know Gabe Hobbs. Maybe I can finally get my material back from Tommy. Let me say this in all honesty. I'm stoked. Again, badass station, 2 friends, awesome PD, great fucking town. The only thing that I can say really sucks about it is that Dubs isn't coming with me. And that's just the God's honest truth. I could have cut my salary in half to bring him, and I said no.
Yeah.
I've done that too many times.
That'd be fine. Prick. Would you say you and Dubs have grown apart, not to the point where you hate each other, but where the point you no longer want to work with each other?
No. In fact, like I said, I think we're even closer because we lived together for so long. You heard that last show? I almost cried. Oh, what a
I'm
sissy.
kind of pissed off that you didn't cry. It's been 8 years.
Sucks. No, hell no. I think we're closer now than ever. Oh, it was funny because I told Dubs this the first time too when I left Michigan for DC. Yeah, that sucked, and he was kind of the last guy I saw help me load up my van then, which I'll be doing tomorrow.
No, I gotta cover you here.
But and by the way,
no covers.
I set this fool up, man. Too. Just let me say this: he's taken care of in Tampa Bay. I don't even want to hear I'm not a good friend because I set that motherfucker up. Where'd you be without me? Where's that question?
New York City. That's what the answer is. New York City.
With Ron and Fez.
Anything else you want to say? I think that's most of the major questions there.
All right, let me do one final part for as a goodbye and thank you.
Okay.